Apparently, Rudy Giuliani has been so hard up for cash this week due to his numerous legal battles that he is currently fighting. And even before he got the indictments this past week in the state of Georgia, Rudy Giuliani had traveled down to Mar-A-Lago a couple months ago along with his lawyer to essentially beg Donald Trump, please give me money. I can't fight all these legal fights I've got out here. I've got a defamation case in Georgia. I've got this horrific, harassment case against me where the audio was recently released, and oh my God, Giuliani is screwed in that one. I've got these defamation lawsuits against me from the voting machine companies. I'm under investigation in Georgia at the time. Again, this was before indictments. I got nothing. And Donald Trump, being a merciful leader, did agree at the time to, okay, I'll use my super PAC. I'll pay $340,000 in some of your legal fees, and I will attend 2 fundraisers for you. But see, I don't think that's what Giuliani was really after. According to reports that came out this week, and of course I discussed it earlier when they came out, Rudy Giuliani was never paid for any of the work that he did for Donald Trump. And according to former Trump lawyer Tim Parlatore, Donald Trump did in fact have a handshake agreement with Rudy Giuliani to pay him $20,000 per day for his work trying to overturn the 2020 election results. And if we're to assume that Giuliani worked, let's say, a month and a half, maybe 40 days, right? So that's a lot of money. It's a lot more than the $340,000 that Donald Trump did give him, even though Trump didn't really give it to him. It was from the Trump PAC. But sounds like you still owe him hundreds of thousands of dollars for that legal work that, of course, has now gotten him indicted and into even more legal trouble. But before we got the report this past week that Giuliani was never paid for that legal work, which, to be honest, he shouldn't have. It was horrible. We also got a report from CNN saying that Giuliani, according to the report, is effectively broke. He's put up for sale one of his properties in Manhattan for $6.5 million. So far, there's no takers on it. I don't know that people want to live in a place once inhabited by that creep. But he's selling off properties. He's begging Trump for money. He's got more legal problems than you can shake a stick at, unless you're Donald Trump, who has even more legal problems. But Giuliani's problems are mostly financial. Yes, he's got the criminal charges in Georgia, but as I mentioned, he's got a defamation lawsuit against him in Georgia that he stands no chance of winning. He's got that harassment lawsuit from that former employee that, based on that audio that she had, he's got no chance of winning. Like, that audio is so damning that I don't think any member of a jury, no matter how far right you are, you're going to listen to that and be like, no, Giuliani's innocent. No, hell no. The defamation lawsuits from the voting machine companies. He has no chance of winning any of those. I mean, if Fox News couldn't win them, Rudy Giuliani definitely can't win them. So he's going to pay out money to Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss. He's going to pay out money to the former employees. He's going to pay out money to the voting machine companies. That is going to bleed him dry faster than anything else. That $6.5 million property, even if he sells it for what he's asking for, all of that money is going to be gone probably from just one of those settlements or one of those verdicts. And then he's back to nothing. Trump holds all the cash. And I suspect that this recent trip by Giuliani to beg for money will not be his last. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.